Bitcoin is finally starting to create that next breakout, which we have been expecting for quite a while right now. And on today's update video, I will be exactly discuss my price targets of this exact break above this resistance level, the most important support and resistance lines, the reasons why this is currently happening, and many more important charts which are telling us something about where Bitcoin is going towards next. Because right now we're creating this large scale consolidation phase, and whenever we're going to be breaking out of this, we're going to be ready for that next explosive price action for Bitcoin. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be highly appreciated. And let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, for the people that have been following me with my trades, congratulations, because right now I am in over 109,000 US dollars in profit, which is of course very nice to be having, and I do expect that this trade is going to be bouncing much higher and eventually is going to be making us much more money. So here on the imminent short term, we can see that Bitcoin was consolidating, broke the downward sloping resist line, and yeah, actually also even retested it. And after the successful retest, Bitcoin bounced very strongly back towards the upside and now is trading somewhere around 59,200. And what makes this bounce so important is that we finally have broken above this very important level of resistance, which previously around provided support, here flipped into resistance, here also provided resistance, also over here for Bitcoin. So basically we're breaking above one very important level in the market, and at the same time we're creating this massive W-shaped pattern. And if we're going to be looking at the price target of this W-shaped pattern for Bitcoin, the price target of this exact pattern right here is laying somewhere around, let me say this correctly, 64,000 US dollars, which is of course quite an insane target, because that target is exactly this level right here on the top side, which I am approaching as the next most important level of resistance for Bitcoin. I could even make this box a little bit bigger here, since I do believe we need to be breaking above the range high, which is also this level right here, 64,500. But basically, in this entire consolidation phase right here, there's not going to be a lot of resistance, but this level right here, 64,000 US dollars, is going to be one of the most important levels to be breaking above of. I think that as soon as Bitcoin is going to confirm that close of the 4-hourly time frame above this box right here, we are most likely going to be seeing the continuation even continue higher for Bitcoin, and that is just an overall very good thing here. And one of the reasons why I expect the market is going to be continue in this uptrend is due to the fact that later this week on Friday, or worst case scenario, next week on Monday, we're going to get the spot Ethereum ETF. And that is going to do something massive for the market. It's not only going to pump up the Ethereum price, but also the Bitcoin price in general, because it is some very good news that we're getting. And due to this, there's going to be more money flowing in towards the market. And for example, yesterday all alone, more than 216 million US dollars worth of Bitcoin was bought through the spot Bitcoin ETF. Just imagine what it will do if the spot Ethereum ETF will come. We're only going to get more and more buying pressure. And if you're just looking at the bigger perspective of it all, guys, we're seeing the majority of the days high inflows, sometimes some outflows. But if we're looking on how much Bitcoin BlackRock is currently owning, they own more than 310,000 Bitcoin. And at this pace, in an approximately year from now on, they're going to be owning 1 million Bitcoin. So yeah, please do not get fooled. They're buying a lot of Bitcoin, and while they are buying, you are potentially panicking, but I prefer to be following the smart money from BlackRock. So yeah, BlackRock is still buying. They are not afraid at all. And just like I showed you, while Bitcoin was of course sitting at that low of 54,000 US dollars, I think this fractal is playing out again for Bitcoin. I mean, just like we had with the spot Ethereum ETF, it launched exactly in that bottom right there. Just like we had with the spot Bitcoin ETF, it launched in the bottom right there, and then Bitcoin went all the way up to new all-time highs. We're going to see something similar with the Ethereum ETF this time around. But more importantly, if you're just looking at that consolidation range, what you're basically seeing and what the biggest coincidence between those two scenarios are is that, of course, Bitcoin breaks above this range, it finds support on this level every single time. Then the final time we create a fake out, we go all the way down here, and then everyone thinks, oh, we're breaking support, we're gonna go lower. But no, that is actually the fake out, and Bitcoin goes higher afterwards. And we're seeing something very similar this time around as well. So you can see that Bitcoin found support on this level. Everyone thinks if we go below this level, we're screwed. We're going to go to this $52,000 level. Bitcoin, of course, goes below this level. It creates all that liquidity on the lower side, takes out all that liquidity on the lower side, and boom, it bounces back towards the upside. And I think we're going to get such a strong recovery, which I've been anticipating for quite a while. And if you're just looking at this consolidation phase, which we are currently creating, guys, we're creating this massive falling wedge pattern here on the daily time frame. And this is going to be the most important resistance line to be paying attention towards. If Bitcoin breaks above this very critical downward sloping resistance line, guys, that is the point where the next big breakout really is going to get started. So yeah, make sure to pay attention towards the downward sloping support line. And yes, really, whenever we're going to be breaking out of this consolidation phase, that is the point where we are going to be seeing that next big move getting created on Bitcoin. And for the ones that don't know it, falling wedges are typical bullish bias consolidation patterns, and we are just seeing this very bullish consolidation after Bitcoin created, of course, such a significant exponential run towards the upside. We're seeing some very decent consolidation downwards, and we are just moments out before we're going to be crushing higher. And yes, I explained this on the channel, guys. I showed you how I opened up this trade here from step to step. I showed you what I did what I said, and now I'm in $110,000 in profit. And the profit, it's not coming from left to right. No, guys, this is hard work, and this is also focus, because I know what I'm doing. I literally longed the Bitcoin bottom again. My entry was sitting around $55,000, guys. $55,000 was exactly on this wick right here. If you're just zooming out, it was on this wick right here, on this downward sloping support line. Guys, I am not messing around with these things here. If you want to be trading yourself, don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video, because if you're interested in trading, you should be signing up using this link below, because if you do so, you can claim a free $500 airdrop position, and that is of course extremely valuable for everyone out there. But yeah, guys, this trade is doing incredibly nice here, but my targets are not even close here yet, because just like you can see on this chart right here, I believe we're going to be getting a massive uptick in form for Bitcoin, and whenever that's going to be happening, that is where we're going to be printing the real money, because what we're doing right now here in terms of money printing, it's nothing yet for what is about to be coming. So make sure to prepare for that. But basically what we can see right now is that Bitcoin is once again creating such kind of a fake out, and usually after we create such kind of a fake out, we tend to be going higher. And I believe that we're still at the starting phase. Also on the daily time frame, we're creating a bullish divergence, which is of course looking very strong here, and we basically bounced from off this green line right here, which I of course explained in many videos before, which is of course one of the most important levels of the previous bull market, and looks to be it is still one of the most important levels in this bull market as well. So while this is always happening, we're still seeing liquidity is being built up above us. There's more than $12 billion worth of Bitcoin short liquidations if Bitcoin is going to be hitting $70,000. And you can see already, if Bitcoin should go to $65,000, for example, guys, we're going to be seeing more than $7 billion worth of short liquidations happening for Bitcoin. So there is so much on the line right now here. Bitcoin is also creating a massive bull flag pattern, and of course on the weekly time frame we're creating an inverse bullish, and yes, on the weekly time frame we're also creating a hidden bullish divergence, which is of course a beautiful pattern to be seeing. But of course, maybe one of my most favorite patterns is definitely going to be the falling wedge pattern, because the falling wedge pattern is a good pattern to trade, and is also one of the most accurate patterns that tends to get created on Bitcoin. And there's like a 90% chance that Bitcoin is going to be bouncing back higher. The target of such kind of a falling wedge is always the top side of the wedge, which in this case is of course laying somewhere around $72,000. And that will be from here on only already a 23% pump higher. So yes, I'm getting ready for some massive gains on Bitcoin. Make sure that you are going to get ready as well here. But anyways, guys, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to slap the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.